America just shocked the world with what it's building. Technology deploying faster than anyone expected. Drones saving lives, vehicles moving on their own, factories running without pause. It looks like progress, it feels like convenience, but something deeper is already taking shape. Machines learning, predicting, deciding. And this is where it begins, with the drones rewriting emergency response, before the same intelligence moves into trucks, warehouses, and even the skies above the battlefield. Let's start right at the beginning, with something that once felt impossible. Emergency blood deliveries that used to take hours now take minutes. Lives lost to distance now saved by machines, and it's happening with drones already flying above American neighborhoods. Zipline, the quiet lifesaver, has rewritten response time itself. And what makes it remarkable isn't just the speed, it's the standardization. Every drone follows the same precise protocols, with error margins smaller than most hospital logistics teams. That consistency creates a new kind of medical infrastructure, one that doesn't rely on roads, traffic, or even daylight. Picture a remote town, a broken road, a medical emergency. Before this, survival depended on luck. Today, Zipline eliminates the gamble entirely. A drone launches. 30 minutes later, a life has a chance again. Groceries, medicine, car parts, even something as small as a forgotten charger, all arriving with the same precision. And yes, the US has never moved packages this fast without wheels. Rural America, long underserved by traditional logistics, suddenly becomes test ground for high-frequency aerial delivery, a reversal of the usual urban-first tech pattern. Zipline has already flown 100 million autonomous miles. That's every US road driven multiple times over, with flawless performance. Zero crashes, zero theft, zero excuses, just perfect, silent logistics. And the technology isn't just operational, it's emotional. Because the first real test case wasn't America at all. It was Rwanda. Remote hospitals, urgent blood shortages, Zipline cut delivery times from hours to 30 minutes. Infant mortality dropped 51%, a statistical miracle delivered with propellers. And globally, medical ministries are now studying whether drone corridors could become mandatory infrastructure, similar to how highways became unavoidable in the 20th century. Now the same system runs with Walmart in Arkansas and Texas. 30-minute delivery windows for medicine, food, essentials. And by 2026, they're targeting 1 million deliveries per day. 1 million. That's when anxiety kicks in. American airspace with 1 million drones overhead every day. The US isn't used to skies that crowded. And behind the convenience sits an uncomfortable consequence. Every Zipline delivery replaces a human paycheck. A comparison? The US trucking industry alone pays out billions yearly, but automation doesn't draw salaries. And drone density means a new regulatory frontier, noise quotas, flight lanes, and air traffic automation that states aren't prepared to manage. So here's the question: do you trust a drone to drop your medicine, or do you want a human driver? Because that choice won't exist forever, especially now that cars are delivering themselves. A new Model Y leaves the Texas assembly line. It doesn't sit, it doesn't wait, it drives. 15 miles, no driver inside, no remote operator steering. Full self-driving manages the entire trip. Tesla calls it the first fully autonomous factory-to-customer delivery. But the reality, one controlled test on a pre-mapped route, and regulators still questioning safety. Still, the image matters. A car driving itself into someone's driveway, a preview of what's coming, and quietly, competitors are watching. Because if factory-to-owner delivery becomes normal, the entire dealership model starts to crack. Next comes a machine that barely needs charging at all. Era, a solar-powered EV generating up to 40 miles per day from sunlight alone. Enough for the average American's 37-mile daily usage, meaning some drivers may never plug in. And when they do, Era can add 400 miles in under an hour. With a shape so aerodynamic, it achieves 10 miles per kilowatt hour, double the efficiency of top EVs today. At CES 2025, Era appeared not as a prototype, but a production-ready model. 50,000 reservations, $1.7 billion in potential revenue, and a $35,000 starting price. Deliveries start late 2025. Solar EVs on American highways aren't theoretical anymore.
And if even 5% of drivers adopt solar-assisted EVs, grid demand curves could shift in ways utilities aren't modeling yet. Then comes the shift with real economic weight: autonomous trucks, technology capable of flipping the American economy on contact. Too simple? Waymo, Aurora, leading the charge toward coast-to-coast self-driving freight. The promises are enormous. Trucks that never sleep, AI that never tires, safety without fatigue, and shipping costs slashed 30-40%. A dream for companies, and a nightmare for 3.5 million U.S. truck drivers earning $45,000 to $75,000 per year. These jobs aren't side gigs. They're community pillars. Diners, mechanics, gas stations, entire highway towns dependent on drivers stopping, eating, sleeping. Full automation erases not one worker, but an entire ecosystem. A dry comparison? U.S. rest stop economies aren't built for robots. Robots don't buy coffee, and policymakers haven't prepared for a future where automation wipes out one of the last remaining pathways to middle-class stability without a college degree. Then the robots get hands, literally, Blue Jay and Vulcan. One built to handle packages with multiple articulated arms, the other equipped with tactile sensing, able to feel objects instead of just seeing them. Vulcan works as fast as people but never slows down, 20 hours a day, every day. But it only lifts 8-pound items, and round shapes confuse it. Progress always arrives with limitations and fences. Vulcan moves too fast to be trusted around humans unprotected. But as grip algorithms improve, fewer objects confuse it, and more human tasks vanish. Amazon's robotics lab outside Boston pushes further. Scanning, sorting, lifting, placing, continuous motion. No injuries, no fatigue, no sick days. Automation isn't arriving, it's installed. And with every software update, more oversight shifts from humans to machines. Here's where the tone changes. Robots step out from behind the fences. Boston Dynamics appears with Atlas, no longer a parkour spectacle, but a machine doing real factory work, moving engine parts, adapting in real time. No pre-programmed moves, full autonomy. Then, August 2025 arrives. A single neural network controls Atlas from head to toe, packing, sorting, adjusting mid-task as researchers sabotage the environment, boxes shifting, lids closing. Atlas reacts instantly. Powered by NVIDIA Jetson and Thor chips, Atlas is now pilot testing in Hyundai factories. Tens of thousands planned. Every task learned. Every behavior refined. Every day, smarter. Give it 5 years and the robot performs your job better than you ever could. And its improvements sync instantly across every identical unit. And then the race accelerates. Figure AI rises with serious backing. Bezos, Microsoft, NVIDIA, OpenAI. Figure 02 carries the world's first generalist vision language action model, Helix 5LA. You speak naturally. It interprets, identifies, acts. Tell it pick up the desert item, and it lifts a toy cactus it has never seen before. October 2025 brings Figure 03, built for homes. 9% lighter, softer materials, cushioned exterior, palm cameras, wireless charging docks, and the ability to pick up virtually any small household object. BMW already uses these robots in South Carolina. Plans call for 12,000 units per year once the BTQ facility opens. Subscription models could place humanoids in middle-class homes faster than anyone expects. Then, robots reach the front door. One ASICS Technologies reveals the Neo, a humanoid for domestic work, friendly-looking, 5'6", 66 pounds, lifts 154, carries 55, quiet at 22 decibels, softer than a refrigerator, human-level dexterity, eggs, needles, everything between. Price, $20,000 or $499 per month. Delivery in 2026. But the catch is enormous. Neo can't do anything autonomously. Every task requires a human teleoperator watching through its cameras, someone you've never met, inside your home virtually, observing everything. Dry humor? That's one subscription nobody asked for. And it opens a new frontier. Remote labor forces with visual access to thousands of American households. Then comes the leap into the absurd. Spin launch, a centrifuge whipping satellites to 8,000 miles per hour, a 100-meter machine, a cosmic slingshot, cutting launch costs up to 70%. from $6,000 per kilogram down to potentially $1,250, $2,500. 10 successful test flights, NASA paying attention. But satellites struggle to survive the G-forces, and reusable rockets from SpaceX eat away any cost advantage. Innovation or hype? The answer isn't clear, but it shows one thing. Global satellite demand is exploding faster than rockets can scale. And then the temperature drops. Surveillance, not the cameras, but the mind behind them. Palantir, a company that doesn't build robots, it builds the system that tells robots and agencies who to target. Palantir is the spine of U.S. surveillance, military, intelligence, law enforcement, immigration. With $1.5 billion in contracts and a $795 million Pentagon deal. Gotham, its flagship OS, fuses data from 700-plus sources. Passports, bank records, medical files, location, job history, brokered data, a complete digital profile. Once inside Gotham, you never leave. And because each new data source feeds the others, every profile deepens automatically. A self-reinforcing surveillance loop. What comes next is even darker. Between 2023 and 2025, Palantir's tech powered Israel's targeting AI, Lavender, marking tens of thousands for strikes. April 2025. IC grants Palantir $30 million to boost deportation tracking. CEO Alex Karp compares algorithmic warfare to tactical nuclear weapons. And the final warning? The system is unstoppable, shielded by secrecy, protected by contracts, decisions made by algorithms no one can question. And without public audits, citizens never know whether they're profiled or misprofiled. Then the machines leave the warehouse and enter the battlefield. AI-piloted fighter jets, empty cockpits, impossible maneuvers. A fleet of 1,000 targeted by 2030. Anduril's Fury drone sits at the center. Stealth, long range, independent targeting, fully autonomous. Next come the rivals. General Atomics YFQ-42A, a swarm commander with hive mind capability. Real-time learning, 360-degree awareness. Then the Kratos XQ-58 Valkyrie, already flying alongside F-35S, F-22S, and F-15S. 3,400 miles of range, 45,000-foot altitude, 659 miles per hour. Real weapons in the bay. AI at the helm. The Pentagon's long-term intent becomes clear. Human-piloted jets as command nodes for fleets of autonomous aircraft. Then comes the moment strategists fear. One human overseeing 8 Valkyries, and when the operator falls behind, the drones keep going. AI takes over. 8 autonomous aircraft making combat decisions alone. Human reaction time versus machine reaction time becomes a national security crisis. And once machines prove faster and more accurate, the debate shifts from should AI decide to can humans even keep up? The escalation continues. Shield AI unveils the X-Bat, a VTOL fighter needing no runway. Any flat surface becomes a base, powered by hive mind AI. Fully autonomous even when communications drop. The mission continues. Targets engaged, multiple threats handled simultaneously. It's already flying, and because VTOL requires no infrastructure, these aircraft can scatter across thousands of microbases, nearly impossible to track or neutralize. Next comes the S-70 US Hawk, a fully autonomous Black Hawk. No cockpit, 10,000 pounds of cargo into contested zones, HIMARS pods, supplies, vehicles, AI flight management. Any soldier with a tablet can command it. Logistics without humans removes one of war's natural friction points, and strategists know it. Then, ground robots take the field. The Altius autonomous Roadrunner navigates terrain, tracks targets, calls in drone strikes, coordinates with aircraft. No rest, no fear. Fully independent. Below the surface, Dive LD and Dive XL submarines patrol at 6,000 meters, hundreds of kilometers of travel, capable of weapon deployment. All linked through sensors, AI towers, predictive models. Anduril raises $2.5 billion to scale this system. Many units already operating in the US and Australia. Underwater autonomy removes the political cost that once slowed naval escalation. Surface ships join the transformation. Autonomous warships, no crew, months at sea, full missions executed alone. Accountability becomes theoretical. These vessels don't get tired, panic, or negotiate. They just execute. And adversaries now face a new question. What happens when escalation thresholds are tested by machines that feel no fear?
All of it connects through Anduril's Lattice AI, a synchronized battlefield brain. By 2030, the US could field 1,000 plus AI jets, submarines, ground robots, sensor towers, and autonomous networks. The autonomous arms race isn't emerging, it's accelerating. Nations must match autonomy or fall behind because once robots dominate reaction time, human-led forces lose from the opening move. So the final questions arrive. America is building the future now. AI jets overhead, drones delivering goods, autonomous trucks on highways, humanoid robots learning beside humans. Thrilling, terrifying, unavoidable. Hope exists only if the debate catches up. Regulation lags, benefits concentrate, workers fall through cracks, the questions stay sharp. Who benefits when jobs vanish? Who protects displaced workers? Can AI be trusted with life and death decisions? And when automation takes your job, who helps you recover? The company, the government, or no one? The future belongs to those who prepare, and it's already here. Are you ready?